Hello everyone, it is Pat with an Oracle card reading and message for our week beginning February 6th, 2017. So for today's reading, I am going to be, like I usually do, calling upon the Archangel Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue. I like to pull from this deck to get an idea of what Archangel is working with us for the week. Archangels have specific energies and things that they can specifically help us with. So I like to tune in and see which one is working with us for the week that we're coming into. I also asked and felt guided to work with the Saints and Angels Oracle card deck by Doreen Virtue, and while I was looking for them, I came across my Mermaid card deck, and I haven't used the Mermaids in a while, so I might pick a quick card from them. So let's call upon the Archangels for who's working with us this week, what their messages for us, and what energies they're helping us with, okay? Okay, so there's a couple that have spilled out here. All right, the first one is this one. It's Archangel Raphael with the message of breathe. And he says, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and to release old patterns. Now, as I understand, I feel like this speaks to, he's helping us to breathe our way through. As the week progresses, we might notice some tensions coming up, maybe both in our personal life and in the world. As I understand, at the end of this week, there is a full moon, but not just a full moon, but a full moon lunar eclipse. And when these celestial events happen, there oftentimes can be a lot of intensity of energy movement around them. You know, there's powerful shifts that take place. And as we release old patterns, and that's part of, I think, a lot of what's going on in the world right now. I mean, there's an energy of loving consciousness that's inclusive of everybody, that wants to emerge. And so we're in this process of how do we let go of the old that doesn't allow that, that's still looking for separation and segregation. And, so as we become aware of either our own personal patterns or the tensions coming up and the energies in the world, Raphael is telling us to just take deep breaths through it. It's not that breathing itself will resolve anything, but it will calm the tensions within you and allow you to think about things in a more clear way. Also allow you to receive the messages that come from the angels that you've asked for help, or if you've prayed to the divine in some way for help, for you personally or the world at large. It just calms you to the point where you can receive that information, the ideas, the inspiration, the call to action, or the inspiration to do what you need to do, or just the calm focus that you're looking for. Okay, so this is also goes out to anybody who's having maybe some just breathing issues, physical breathing issues. And Raphael is a healing angel, so he's here to help with anything, related to any breathing issues that you may have. If you have a cold, the flu, pneumonia, or, having issues with, there's a lot of volcanoes going off. There's a lot of stuff that's floating around in the air that we're breathing in. So anyways, Raphael is here to help with that. And we also have Metatron with the message of chakra clearing. And this says, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Now, Metatron's a very powerful archangel. I've heard Doreen describe him as kind of being like an energy plumber. He clears out the passages. And so it's a message about paying attention to your own personal energy. Notice the environments that you're in and how they affect your energy. Notice the people around you, how that's affecting your energy. If there's people around you who are very draining, very complaining, very angry, resentful, what have you. So it's about taking care of your personal energy. You can call on Metatron to do that. Doing a meditation where you're using your breath and using it to, clear out your chakras as well. There's guided meditations you can listen to online. You can probably find some on YouTube. It will be very helpful this week for dispelling built up tensions, and as the card says, as old ways are kind of being released, it's important to breathe your way and use your breath as a way of releasing. Okay, so now let's see what the Saints and Angels messages are for us this week, or as we go into the beginning of this week. All right, Saints and Angels, why did you want to? Oh, okay, so there's two. And in some ways, it's kind of reflective of what the Archangels' messages are here. So first we have this message to pause. And this is really it's about, taking a moment to either stop and reflect, to stop and savor and take in where you're at this moment in your life, okay? If things are going well for you, if you're on a roll, pause and take that in. Savor the moment, the beauty that's around you, the things that are going well, all the things that you're grateful for. And conversely, it can also be about, if things aren't going the way and you're in this turbulent process of change, what have you, take a moment to pause and work with your breath, as Archangel Raphael, as that card said a few moments ago. Pause and reflect on, where you're at, where you're going to. Or it may be that something's going to occur either in your own personal life or in the world that is going to give you pause. That there is that expression when something causes you, it gives you reason to pause for a moment and take a deeper look, okay? Because the other card that came out along with it is this one, Vision. And that has to do with the willingness to see things clearly, okay? Or willingness to see the truth. We may be being shown the truth in some way, in a larger way in the world, or in your own personal life about something. So this card, the Vision card, it also does speak to, which often happens as we come up on a full moon. If you are a visual person, sometimes it sets off very vivid dreams and visions that you may have. So it's about honoring what it is that you're seeing. There's an expression that I hear someone on a YouTube channel say all the time. He says, "Eyes open, no fear." And it's about being willing to look at the truth and see it clearly. Because usually a lot of times what blocks our vision, our willingness to see things for what they are, is our fear. So it's not about getting mad or resentful at the world. It's not about being Pollyanna-ish. It's really just about a willingness to be aware of what's going on, and that way you can take action accordingly. So it's about honoring what your vision is showing you, the mental images that go through your mind's eye. And as I said, as we come upon a full moon, our visions that we see in our mind's eye, or our dreams, which are visual unfolding, often become very heightened. So it's giving us that heads up about it, okay? So let's see finally what, I always want to poke in on the mermaids. Mermaids, what did you wish us to know? Mermaids bring us the underlying, they show us what's underneath the surface. And so I like calling upon them because they're water-based too. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So we have two that popped out with this too, and this is Simplify Your Life and Divine Magic. Well, you could have them either way. The Divine Magic card is actually indicative that a spiritual gateway has opened, and it often shows up at times when your ability to manifest something is really heightened, as it is right now. And it says to pay particular attention to the card that follows it, which in this case is about simplifying your life, okay? I'm trying to get these up here in a way that works. So, the simplifying your life may have to do with, obviously it has to do with getting rid of all the extraneous things things that you don't need or use or love anymore. Really simplify things, because it may be that in some way, in some aspect of your life, that part of what's contributing to issues that you're having is that you have way too many distractions. I mean, a lot of us do. I'll be the first to admit that. So it's about keeping it simple. And, I think it speaks to minimizing a bit. It also speaks to, getting to the basics of what you need, making sure you have the basics covered, make sure you have, plenty of food, water, batteries, things like that. Make sure you have those things covered, okay? But there is an incredible energy around taking that time, taking the pause, as the Saints and Angels card indicated, to really take a look at your life and see where what's important to you, what are the things that you most value, and simplifying your life to bring more enjoyment and beauty into it. I do feel like it may indicate that you may, in some way, it's the card said earlier, there may be something that happens this week that gives you pause and makes you look at things or looking at your life in a different way, and opens that gateway for you to, like, you know what, I really need to just simplify my life, and I've got, it gives you pause. I feel like it may make you rethink things in terms of simplifying your life. And I mean, in this image, the mermaid is she's kind of just swinging on a swing and enjoying life, because she doesn't have too many things keeping her busy anymore. And it's, that's a lot of what the simplification process is for. So you have the time to enjoy your life, instead of having too many obligations that you have obligations to. So, and it may have to do with, events in the world occurring that, where you have to pare down, your life and not carry so much or not have so much around you. Because our possessions, in some ways, they're wonderful things to have, otherwise we wouldn't have them, but they can also weigh us down. Okay. So, simplifying your life is part of the message, and there's a big, gateway opening around it. So I feel like something that occurs this week may give us pause and really kind of look at our lives and the world around us in a different way that way. Going back to things being simpler is maybe part of the energy I feel coming up with this card. A time when things weren't so complicated, okay? And it reminds us that we have the power to do that. So anyways, I will leave you with those messages. Please comment below if you feel so inclined, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.